Hey guys, Prepper Nurse 1 here. I wanted to do a video today. Today is Wednesday, so I think it's the 11th. I believe it's the 11th. And I wanted to do a video, and I wanted to talk about the way people are going to act after a worst case scenario. Okay. And this is just my opinion. I basically I study a lot of people and just kind of see how they react to different stuff. And I think that Katrina is just a freaking awesome example of how most people are going to react post disaster type of situation. And it could be I'm going on a scenario of the worst case scenario, how people are going to act. And Katrina was not a worst case scenario. It was a worst case scenario for New Orleans, but it wasn't, oops, make sure that didn't shut off on me. Okay. I hit the table, sorry. For the first, basically, 3 days, there was a lot of people helping each other, working together, trying to do things until the government came in to save the day. And after 72 hours and the government didn't come in to save the day, then the true nature of a lot of people showed its ugly face. And there was not a lot brought out about what really happened down there. And, people were vicious to each other. I mean, it was really, really, really bad. And, like what happened at the Superdome, with the people down in there, there was a lot of rapes. There was a lot of really bad things going on because the government didn't come in to save the day immediately, And I think that in the beginning of a disastrous event, you're basically going to have people thinking it's a temporary thing and everything's going to be fine and go back to normal. And they'll try to work together for the first couple of days. And after 3 days, I think that's when really all hell's going to break loose, realistically. And so, in my opinion, if you have a bug out location or you have a plan in place, you better get to it right away in that first 3 days, because after that first 3 days, things are going to get bad. Look at the lawlessness that we have in this country now and the way that people treat each other. Could you imagine how bad it would be when there is no law? When there is nobody to tell you, well, if you act a certain way, this is what's going to happen to you, here's your consequence. What if there's no consequence? You're going to see a total breakdown in the true animals in people come out, because unfortunately, human nature, a lot of people are just really completely nasty. Now, another example of a post-apocalyptic situation, let's go with Japan and how the people there acted and how they orderly stood in line and worked together and tried to help. But it's a different culture over there. They have a lot more respect for people over there. People in America, we have no respect for each other anymore, which is sad. People don't care about each other here anymore, which is also sad. Now, is there good people? Is there people that are going to try to help other people? Absolutely. But that's not going to be the norm, which, in my opinion, is not the way it should be. I mean, it's just, we need to work together. We need to try to help each other. And, in the way I feel, I'm going to try to help who I can, as long as it doesn't infringe on my group or my kids. Okay? And, there's a lot of people that are takers that are going to want to try to take things, either by force or, or by manipulation. And, you have to have a different mindset in a worst case scenario, unfortunately. I have a tendency, I try to look at the good in people. And, but I'm not a sucker either, So, it's just a situation that I hope it never happens, personally. People will say to me, well, because you prep and you get ready and stuff like that, when do you hope it? Are you hoping something's going to happen? And I always tell people the same thing. I said, I hope something never happens. and I'm just a crazy guy who preps, you know. But I see where our society's going, and I don't like where it's going, and I do believe that something is going to happen, and I think we need to get ready for that. And when it happens, we have to react to that situation. Now, like I said again, I hope nothing ever happens, but I see the way that our society's going down the toilet, and the way people act, and I'm just disgusted half the time, to be honest with you. You know, now I hate to think how bad it's going to be in a worst case scenario. It's mind-boggling to me, you know, and it's a kill or be killed kind of mentality that you're going to have to have. You're going to have to adopt that mentality. If somebody's trying to take from you or your group, you're going to have to do what you need to do. And you know, it's messed up, and but you know, it's also life. So anyway, I want to ask you guys what you think is going to happen after a post collapse, how people are going to react. Like I said, I think there's going to be some decent people out there left, but I think there's going to be a lot more people that are going to have that, you know, you have something and I don't have it, and that's not fair mentality, and they're going to want to try to take it from you, especially if you prep, you know, especially when people know that you prep. So let me know what your thoughts are. I appreciate you watching the video, and I will talk to you guys later. Prep Nurse 1 out for now.